Hey everybody, you're back at Big T's Redneck Repair, and today we're working on this Craftsman 6.5 horsepower Briggs Flathead, so Briggs Quantum series. And what's wrong with this? It was running good one day, and supposedly we took the blade off, the blade was off of it, and now every single time you give it it's kind of hard to do with one hand. It gets stuck. It wants to snatch the rope back from you when you're giving it the actual good cranks. So we took it apart, cleaned off the cover. We didn't think that would fix it. We're buying a new cable for it, but that shouldn't matter. So we're hoping it's the valves behind the muffler is where you would go to get the valves. Otherwise, there's a very good chance it's a shared flywheel key. Now, what I'm going to try to do is I had this you've seen it, old Honda GX 160. And I took off the carburetor and stuff. I wasn't going to use it for anything. I didn't want it getting too destroyed. It still turns over, does everything. Needs to get ran, but turned over. But that's gonna go see if I can take the flywheel key off of this and put it on this. I don't know when that video will be made. I might record it, I might not. But today, I think there's not a lot of videos, so I'm going to do the valves. Now, I need to look up what the valve specs are, but usually they're right behind this muffler. Take off, bend these tabs back, get the bolts out, and then there should be a little cover behind there. You unscrew those bolts, you're checking the valve clearance, top dead center of the motor. So, yeah, we should fix it. I mean, this mower, new flywheel key won't cost that much, $5 on Amazon, if it's not that. But it's not a bad mower. I would like to use it for landscaping because there's nothing to go wrong. It's literally a blade in a bag. There's no self-propelled. There's no nothing. So, just needs new tires. The tread on them this one ain't bad, but this one you can clearly tell the difference. So, new tires all around. Then, I'm not sure. I would like to use this. Good mower comes with the Craftsman bag. So, that's what I'm going to do. First thing you want to do is take off the muffler. Now mine, you have to bend these tab backs to get a socket on it. So, that's what I'm going to do. I'll be back when I'm done. Alright guys, I got it all set up. So, what you have to do, I'll walk you through this. This is the exhaust bolts. They're only this deep. Here's usually the muffler on these. Sometimes there are these circle ones, and you can just screw them off like that. But most of the time, they're like this for lawnmowers. And these sit in there like this. And these tabs right here block these bolts from backing out, or try to. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Most of the time they do. So, I want to show you. Just get yourself a nice little flathead screwdriver like this. And these flanges are usually bent up against the bolt. And you put your screwdriver like this, and that's when you get your hammer, and you just hit it outwards. So then this tab bends outwards. And when they come a certain way, you can just get your hammer and tap it. That's how I did it. Now, to get this off, it's a 7/16 bolt. to get this muffler off. I like blocking my exhaust also. Nothing can fall in there. What shouldn't go in there. So, ooh, hold on. I'm in shock. Look what's right there. There's a hole in the block. Oh, that is not good. A clear hole. Man, that really sucks. And this isn't the head. The head's right here. If it was a crack in the head, I wouldn't care. It can just replace this head. That is a... Oh, let me try to get a light in there. That is, yeah, straight through the block. Dang, man. I mean, it's not big enough to the point where I would say we can't just put some JB weld over it. I don't know if this block's aluminum, or else I can try welding it, but I think it's an aluminum block. Dang. Alright, well, anyways, I just found that out. But here's your valve cover. And, yeah, there's a crap ton of oil on it. Yeah, you can see. There's tons. But this is where your valves are. You can see there's a bolt there. And a bolt right there covered in all this grease and stuff. So, we'll bust this cover off. I'm going to try, maybe I'll make a video about how to repair the block. This is also my friend's mower. We just share it. We bought this thing on Marketplace for $55. So, yeah. If it needs a new motor, I can always just put a new motor on it, but dang. Or use this thing for parts. But, alright, I'm going to get these off and then I'll show you what it is inside. Alright guys, I talked to my friend about the mower, who it is. I mean, you can clearly see hole. It's hard to get a light in there. I mean, that's, yeah. Let me see, hold on. I didn't look in there too much. There's, yeah, some, that's as good as it's gonna get. You can see, yeah, you can't really see. Yeah, it's just a big hole in the block. Nah, actually I'm saying it's big. It's only my pointer finger covers it more than enough. So, it's not big by no means. I'm wondering... I checked the valves. The valves are fine. But I said it was, like it gets... Like it's good. The valve still works. I saw this motor run with the hole in the block. And it had good compression. You know, all it took was fresh gas in it, and it was good. Now, the valve train is working, but then it gets stuck. Like, see, I feel like I don't know. Like, see, the valves are working. And then they get locked up. So, let me see. Is there a hole in the exhaust? No, well, yeah. There's a hole in the exhaust, but it's for the valve. You can see the push rod right there. So, I feel like maybe I'm going to pull the head off this thing, maybe. Or maybe not the head. You know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to pull the flywheel off and see if it's the key. If it's not the key, then, yeah, we're going to have to dive into this thing. Because I don't want to run this thing with that metal chunk in it, you know? So, I think that hole's supposed to be there. Yeah, probably. I mean, that hole down there is the oil shooter, whatever you call it. It gives oil to this train. So, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to take this all apart down to the flywheel. And if the flywheel's not sheared, then I'm going to have to pull the head off. Now, the valves on this thing to do are pretty easy. If the clearance gets off for some odd reason, you just have to basically bend the spring. It's hard to get in there, I know, sorry. You just have to bend the springs back, and then you get a file in there, and yeah, you put a file in it, and if the file gets, it files away a little bit of metal at a time, and then the valves are good. And then you keep doing the clearances and everything else, So, yeah, I don't really... it just ran so good, too, though. The hole in the block isn't bad. Like, my finger can cover that up. That's why I was wondering if a welder can just get in there, pop some stuff in there, we'd be good. So, I don't know. I don't think I'll weld the block. I think what I'm going to do is, is that a crack in the block? Or, no, that's just hairline from the casting mold. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. So what I'm going to do is probably get some JB Weld putty in there, or a speed stick, or some type of putty in there. What's JB Weld? Because I know those things can last up to, I think, like 350, 310 degrees, and this motor is not going to get that hot. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. But first, got to pull the flywheel. It's 1 bolt, 2 bolt, 3 bolt. This cover comes off, and underneath it is I forget how many bolts. So I'll take this cover off and show you guys the process. Alright guys, I'm back. It's a new day, but I took this apart thinking that there's a hole in the block, right there. It looked like a hole. But this is the top of the motor. So I think that hole's supposed to be there, because you can see that's the flywheel. That little curved thingy way down right there. So I took this apart for nothing. But it did indeed have a flywheel key, what was destroyed. Now, I wasn't going to spend the money on a flywheel key if I could make my own. If it breaks, it can break the crank for all I care. I really don't care. So, what I did was, to make mine, lined it up on the flywheel, got some of these metal rods. I think you can get them on Amazon for like 20 bucks. I had them for past projects. So, what I did was marked it with the Sharpie, cut it with the grinder, filed it down with the bench grinder, and put it in there. Then one wasn't big enough and I didn't want no play, so I got another one, marked it, cut it with the grinder, filed it down, and then filed this down so it was smooth. And I could wedge this in here and make it have a nice tight fit. And it seemed to work because it was running usually first pull yesterday. So I did this, I feel like, for nothing, but I know it was leaking oil, so I think the gasket had a maybe play for it. I don't know. But yeah, carburetor, it was idling yesterday, so I think I accidentally put the throttle in the wrong hole, because I also cleaned the throttle, or not the I put the cable, the spring or whatever in the wrong hole, but I cleaned the carburetor yesterday. Good to me. So, yeah, a lot of that. Alright, no sludge in here. I thought these Briggs Quantums were for longevity. Known for it. I still think they are. Plastic cam gear does not seem longevity to me. That seems like something that's going to fail. Just my opinion. I mean, get a plastic, cam gear? I don't know. No. Trying to look at the timing. I think the timing may be off by a few. I kind of forget. I think it's that super small dot, and it needs to line up with that. Then again, this motor isn't straight or anything, so I don't know. But, anyways, I think this motor's good to go back together. I don't see anything wrong with it. Same blade. When I picked this up, I don't think it had any maintenance ever done to it. It's still the OEM spark plug, and it had 4 ounces of oil in it, and this is definitely the original blade. But I sharpened it up. Looks pretty decent. So, I'm going to put this all back together, and hopefully, there's the mower frame right there. Hopefully get her all put back together today, and she should be ripping and mowing again, and I'm happy that there's no metal chunk in the motor. Trying to look at the piston. I can still see original cross hatching. Yeah, I still see it. Some cross hatching. So, I think we're good. I think this motor is a keeper. So, alright, I'll talk to you guys when I get this put back together. Alright guys, I'm back. Asked a few AI people. There wasn't many videos online about it. Asked a few AIs. They said that it looked good. And I believe so too, because that's how it looked. Here's the mower. Took the handlebars off. Gotta put motor back on. 3 motor bolts. Handlebars and blade, and shoot. Should be ready. The throttle cable on it, when we got it, it was already broken. So we bought one off of Amazon. Should be here. I don't know when. Forget. It's gonna need some new wheels. I think I already said that, but yeah, they're a little loose. Got not a lot of tread left on them, so someone already replaced this back one. I got the same little cap. So, alright, I'm gonna go do this, and I'll be back when it's all put back together. Alright guys, got the motor all put back together. Got some oil in the block. Looking good. Handlebars on. Now, all I gotta do is I'm trying to figure out this car, because when we started it yesterday, it was surging and it was just idling, and I don't know why. But if you look in here, look at the, hold on, it's gonna be kind of hard. I don't know. Yeah, I need a light. But that's wide open throttle, and it's in the right spot. So I'm not too sure why it's idling. This air filter is semi-questionable. I mean, it's definitely seen better days. Might just replace it. I don't know. But I don't know. Could have also been because the fuel, what came out of the tank, was just super bad. I put that in the GT3000. that thing will drink that stuff like it's nothing. So I'll put some fresh fuel in this. Maybe I stirred up something in the carburetor and it didn't like it. Not too sure. But this thing, I'm hoping that my governor is still on there correctly. So hopefully it is. But alright, I'm gonna get this carburetor back together. And yeah, got the zip tie over the brake, the engine brake right there. Oh yeah, she spins over. It used to catch when you used to pull it slow. It just got compression, and I'm sitting down. You can hear it. So as long as it doesn't blow up or anything, I think we're good. Alright, I'll be back in a few. Alright guys, so that did not fix it. Thought it might have been a breather hose or something. There's one down there, it wasn't it. It's weird. I feel like maybe when we did the flywheel, the governor's right under the fuel tank and under a heat shield, so I wonder if the rod for the governor is detached somehow, and that's what's causing it to do, like it's idling or something. I just put the blade on under it, but it's hard to get in there. There's the little, you can, like, I'm moving it now. The little carb thingy, it's hard to get in there with the light. You can see it there. When it runs, it's like this, and if you let off of it, it revs up high. But it starts like this, you know, it does its little surging thing because it's not supposed to idle, and then you can push it back, and it starts revving it. So, I don't know why it's idling. I feel like it has to do something with the governor arm, what goes all the way back there. Because, yeah, this thing revs up like a go-kart, literally. So, looks like I'm going to have to pull this cover off, fuel tank, the cover, fuel tank, heat shield again. Super easy stuff to put on. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna call it there for the video. I think this is a good place to stop. If I figure it out, I'll just make a short or something. I haven't put a short up in a while, so yeah. Also, if we do decide to sell this thing, new tires, throttle cable, probably, I know a lot of people don't really care for this, but it's got the Fresh Start Advantage cap, so I'll probably replace one of these things, because, yeah, I highly doubt it's ever been changed. You just pull out the little plug thing, put in a new one, they're not expensive. So, yeah, otherwise, the governor seems to be on there. It seems to be doing something. I don't hear anything rumbling in the motor. So I think this is a success. Yeah, I don't have any issues with it. I'll probably put on that little cover there. But, yeah. Alright, guys, I hope you guys have a good day. And I might make a part 2 about just doing some of the cosmetic things, tires, you know, stuff like that, air filter, maybe spark plug. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day.